I study how people adapt to change, in natural resource policy and management. And so anytime there's a natural resource-based community, I'm super interested in what they're doing and how they're adapting.
My name is SHANAKA de Silva. I'm a professor of geology and geophysics here at Oregon State University in COS, that's the College of Earth, Oceans and Atmospheric Sciences.
Part of what I do is try and brainstorm about ways of integrating human activity and the needs to support a growing human population with ways of maintaining environmental health.
I direct the MLab, which stands for Mechanics, Materials, and Manufacturing. These are three topic areas that we try to do research in to develop better soft robots.
Our office in university marketing is responsible for the university's brand. So we are the brand managers for the university, and that is a particular role that I play.
We look at all the aspects of what happens within the school, whether it's teaching, whether it's research, whether it's outreach, and we're really responsible for putting out a program that trains engineers and construction managers who are ready to enter the workforce.
When I heard that OSU got the advanced grant, I got super excited about that and actually made some inquiries and said, so what's this all about? I'm really interested in this topic.
I have done other diversity trainings on campus, and this was very different. We talked about more things than I ever really realized we should be even considering.
You know, I think I made some deep friendships through those 2 weeks. You go through these sort of intense shared experiences, and you know, barriers are sort of knocked down that you didn't know that would be knocked down.
It's a life-changing program. It really is. It was nothing like I thought it would be. We'd go home and have to decompress and process all of this information and then go back the next day and do it again. But our facilitators were brilliant, and they really made sure that we took care of ourselves through the whole thing.
I understand much better the challenges that underrepresented students are going through.
It's really intense. And I think part of the reason why is because it takes a lot of trust to have those conversations.
Every individual had to come up with an action plan and come up with some ideas of ways that they could take what they've learned in the seminar and apply it to either our classes or our research or our lab or our department.
I've incorporated this material into my orientation for my graduate student cohort that comes in every year.
I think in civil and construction engineering, what we've really been able to do is we've really seen new modules come into our junior seminar that are really focused around aspects of diversity and inclusion.
Laura Shields, who is the Assistant Director in University Marketing, 25% of her time now is devoted to specific diversity and inclusivity activities.
One of the beautiful things that came out of Advance was that everybody walked out of it thinking that they had the responsibility to make things better.
We need to take a look at our job descriptions. We were being exclusive in some of the things that we were requiring.
Since the Advance program, I certainly look at things quite differently, and I'm much more analytical, I'm much more thoughtful about how I deal with people and situations and so on.
I think there's a big misconception in social justice work that really it should be focused on underrepresented groups, when in fact it needs to be focused on the people in power. And so the people in power are the ones that have the opportunities and need to have the motivation to improve diversity and inclusion in our community.
We've changed division-wide how we do searches. We always are going to have a search advocate now. We're sending our people through the search advocacy training.
I think most notably the College of Engineering has really looked at how we handle our hiring practices, and we've really altered the process to make it as inclusive as it can be. And I think what we've really seen is a lot of success in hiring candidates that have a much more diverse background.
I got so much out of it, and I want my colleagues to do this too, so I can talk to them about stuff like this.
I think that our top leadership in the university are talking about this in a way that I've not seen them talk about it in a long time.